you saw under Gordon Brown further attempts to kind of really politicise the workings of the civil service, and you saw. Under Brown, last sort of gasp, a parting gift from the man. He passed in 2010, I think it was in April. Yes, it was during the parliamentary wash-up, just before the election. He finally ran through a Constitutional Reform and Governance Act, and this is called the CRAG for short. Now, look, the CRAG was the first attempt to formally codify the functions, the powers, and the independence to an extent, the autonomy in terms of how it operates of the civil service from the elected government of the day. It set up what is known as the Civil Service Commission to particularly oversee HR matters, to oversee particularly appointments of the senior civil service, particularly permanent secretaries. So technically, the Prime Minister does appoint, the cabinet secretary and permanent secretaries, but a lot of it is done by the Civil Service Commission. A lot of the practical work, and then they make their recommendations based on the panel and the permanent secretaries, and are all appointed in this manner. The Prime Minister kind of says yes, okay, or no, think again. But in reality, this Civil Service Commission, it's taken on a lot of powers. The civil service has also used, this idea that it's established in law. It's the administrative permanent state now. It's in statute. It's got more powers to become increasingly independent from the government of the day and the way it operates. So you have this situation whereby you might have a serving minister of the Crown who is responsible for areas like equality, diversity, and inclusion policy. Responsible for the Government Equalities Office, being told by the civil service, no, you will not tell us that we can't run our EDI initiatives in this particular way. You will not tell us that we can't hire X or Y to deliver our training, or that we can't do training. We're going to ignore you. This is how powerful the civil service networks have become. These unelected professional structures within the senior civil service, within the junior civil service even, as well. They've become increasingly a law unto their own self. Ministers feel cowed by it. And then you've got the Quangos. And the Quangos have become also, completely unruly over time. They're really hard to pin down. Quangos is a term. It stands